gift. I will never let go of true love. I will give my body and soul for true love. Every day in my heart I feel it grow with true love. Oh, oh, true love, 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 yeah. Each day I'll extend my hand, give my all and do whatever I can.
Hello, anchor viewers. Hello to the OPA.
Our biggest fans.
Now we have gone through the emergency injunction that was filed by Daniel Leighton on behalf of Patrick and the OPA staff. That is scheduled to be heard on the 12th of August this year. This video, we are going to be rebutting some of the points that were raised, mainly by Mum, and followed up by another video which is mainly actually centered towards anybody who is actually interested in the finite details of this case. So we will be rebutting every single point and defending every single statement that we've made in regards to OPA and any of the OPA staff. Okay, and a lot of them are on leave, apparently. Over to you, Mum.
Apparently, Patrick doesn't have pressure sores, never has had pressure sores. Nice to know. It's a shame the stomach clinic disagrees.
Yes, no, it was one of the doctors apparently that Patrick went to go see. I do have a vague memory of this doctor, but I never saw any statement saying that there weren't any pressure sores, and Dominic himself admitted they were pressure sores. He just disagreed with the stage that they were.
Yes.
There was also the emergency hearing regarding Patrick's oxygen too.
Yes, but they're far too busy to do that. And we have emails saying that Patrick's no longer one of their customers, so they can't represent him or do anything like that to help him. But criticise the OPA and suddenly we have an application for an emergency hearing.
To defend Patrick, apparently.
Yeah, to defend Patrick, who they say they've got no jurisdiction over anymore. But it's Alice's fault. Alice reminded them about the Judicial Commission and that it still is relevant.
It is.
Well, we won't stop broadcasting. Actually, it's a real nuisance because we think we're done and dusted with the OPA.
We've got way more important things to do.
We've got more important things to discuss, but unfortunately, the OPA, it just can't.
They're very unhappy.
Yes.
I cry like Snoopy. Ah! Oh my God, where did we go wrong?
I think he's taken time off because there's apparently extensive leave due to trauma from our videos.
I think she's really worried about her towels apparently. This was a joke.
I'm going to, I will shit all over your towels.
It's a very funny joke by Miranda that we thought was...
I on your towels.
Yes. Alice is not going to find out where you live. We have not a clue.
I don't have any interest.
No, she has no interest. She's not going to creep into your house and
poop all over your towels.
That
would just be weird.
That's called a joke.
That would be a very weird thing to do. I'm not Heard. Not Amber Heard.
Well, Alice and Pat are constipated all the time due to their stomach issues.
I'd have a problem. I'd have to time it properly.
Yeah. So that could be a problem.
OPA obviously does not have a sense of humour.
No sense of humour. And anyway, apparently they're unable to continue their job because all their staff are off being terribly sensitive. The OPA tried to ban us on YouTube. We have breached no YouTube regulations.
Correction. We actually did breach one, and that video was edited and it was relaunched.
Relaunched, yes.
Yes, so the one which says that Daniel Leighton that was breaching, so I did edit that one, but it was up there for a little while.
Yeah, I thought it was quite good.
Well, I thought that it didn't really breach the rules because it, as long as you're telling the truth.
Yeah, well, we're only telling the truth. If you still have jurisdiction over Patrick, would you like to enforce some of your rules regarding him? One, that he gets to visit family, that he's not kept trapped, that he has a proper bed, and not a bed for the convenience of his carers, which has been, probably caused the bed sores.
As Colleen Pearce said, it's one of the main issues is that...
that's their truth.
It is their truth.
Yes.
Is our truth.
That, the well-being of the carer is put above the well-being of the client.
Yes.
So for the protection of the worker, not for the protection or support of the individual. That's a pretty fundamental issue, and I think one of the most important breaches of human rights for people with disability.
Well, that is exactly what is happening in the case of Patrick, and OPA has supported that 100%.
It would have been nice if Patrick's pressure sores had been treated, especially seeing as it was not really a problem.
They were treated with Alfrat, the extra cream.
Well, we left all the creams and everything and detailed instructions on how to deal with them.
The hydrocolloid patches.
Yes.
We didn't have any cream.
Now, Patrick was about 12 or 13 when he actually got some. I didn't know what they were, but I had my suspicions. So we went into the stomach clinic. My suspicions were confirmed, and we were told about mattresses that go up and down.
Upsy downsy.
Yes, so we spent $14,000 buying 2 over-the-top mattresses, and we also bought pressure boots. We imported a gel ring for his head. They have all this equipment, but they don't use it. And we didn't use it all the time either, did we?
We didn't have to.
No, we didn't have to because we're moving him around at night. We saw Patrick on Monday on a Skype call.
The only time he opened his eyes was when we were telling him about the YouTube channel.
Yes, he really...
He's very keen on it.
Yes, he really likes that. Obviously, Patrick gets attention wherever he goes. And I remember once in the airport in KL, Patrick was standing there sitting there in his wheelchair, and he had an audience of about 20 women, all beautifully dressed in their lovely bright colours, because you wouldn't see anybody like that in Malaysia, for obvious reasons. But they were totally fascinated, and they were talking and laughing, and Patrick was a bit nervous because they're edging closer and closer, and then one of them ran up and touched him and ran back. She's a hero, and I'm quite happy for people to look. I realise it's unusual, and I said, no, you can look, don't touch. But Patrick's upset by this stage, so I said, Patrick, you're very famous. These are your fans. They might want an autograph. Smile at them. And Patrick was thrilled, and he smiled at them. Patrick wants to be famous, okay? The YouTube channel is exactly what Patrick wants.
And it is incredibly important. The YouTube channel is not only there to try and assist Patrick, the YouTube channel is there to make sure that the rest of Australia is aware of how OPA is operating.
I notice, what is it, 60% or 40% of our viewers are from
overseas, yes, but this is a warning for other people who are clients or potential clients of the OPA. They need to be warned, and they need to know what to look for. And the OPA needs to stop hiding what they are doing and actually improve on the issues throughout their company.
Just start implementing their actual rules.
That would be great. Just abide by the Guardianship and Administration Act. That would be quite easy, but we don't do that, do we?
No, and people's lives are at stake.
They are, so we are not taking this channel down.
They know that Patrick's not being looked after. My children said so at VCAT. My son said that in his mid-40s, poor love, now has to get a job because I'm not supporting him anymore. And my daughter says she has her own family. Well, she does. She's got a baby and my granddaughter.
And really, this is going to sound terrible, but Patrick should not be affecting yet another generation.
No.
So my sister should not be having the full-on load of Patrick that she actually does, because it will affect her children. 100% it will.
Yes.
She doesn't have any of the support that you had.
I know. I had a housekeeper every weekday. I had hot and cold running carers. And we had babysitters whenever we wanted to go, or had to go somewhere else. We may not have wanted to go, and to look after the other children. And we were still hard pressed. I was exhausted. And I know Patrick was good at wiping carers out. We had a fantastic carer that Patrick loved. And after taking Patrick to creche a day a week, morning a week, he went for a few hours, didn't he? Yeah, because social interaction is very important for Patrick. And that's why he loves school so much, even though he could only go to school for half a day.
To him, best day wasn't it? Best day of the year.
Yeah, it was the best day of the year. He had to get up early to go there. And Patrick does not like being woken up
early.
But once we said, no, it's school day, Patrick. Oh, yes, I'm up for that.
It should be interesting anyway at VCAT, because the ATO and...
I think Granny's going to jail because we're not going to stop. Poor old thing.
Yes.
I don't think I'll like it.
There is such a thing as free speech. You won't be going to jail. Don't be silly.
Oh, not?
No.
Oh, I thought we could do a whole YouTube video.
No, I will go to jail instead.
Well,
you wouldn't survive jail. But we will go to jail for this. That is absolutely fine. It is too important that the OPA is actually held responsible for their actions and their decisions.
Patrick is the most important person in my world. He has been since he was born. And my husband's world. We devoted our lives to caring for him, and it was just unfortunate that we happened to make him the beneficiary of our family trust.
Under much legal advice, by the way. It was just incorrect legal advice.
Yeah, incorrect legal advice. We had, who's going to think that you have children like ours?
I would.
You would? Yeah, well, I wouldn't. I always thought that people were basically good and my children were perfect.
I'm well aware that they're not.
Yes.
The OPA is responsible for caring for and protecting the rights of our most vulnerable members of society.
Nobody should be left in the conditions that Patrick's in. He should not be isolated from his family. He should get therapy.
The problems that have been highlighted are dangerous and will lead to the death of their clients if they are not resolved.
I know this Monday when we saw him, one side of his chest is moving differently to the other side when he gasped.
That's because he's not getting enough physiotherapy.
Yeah, he's not getting enough physiotherapy, all the white goo builds up.
But thanks to another YouTube channel, which is Sebastian, who's...
yeah, we need to research that thing a bit more. And I was thinking, supposing it works and the white goo comes up and no one's there
to pull it out. Yeah, no, true.
Yeah.
But thanks to a channel, there's a little boy called Sebastian with we think it's a genetic issue. His mother's got him a HFCWO jacket, I'm pretty sure it is. Basically, it's a high frequency jacket that
does the equivalent of postural drainage, which is very important.
They don't recommend it in Australia due to the cost.
Yes, it's cost exorbitant, but...
if we didn't lose so much to NDIS fraud, there'd be plenty of money left over for all the NDIS clients to buy these jackets.
Yes, well, Patrick could have easily bought it if he'd had access to his NDIS funds.
But the ATO will be in full receipt of everything within the next day or so, and so this hearing at VCAT should be really quite interesting, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be running alongside Dominic's prosecution.
Yeah, apparently they were so sensitive that they didn't turn up to
The hearing because they're petrified.
They're scared. They're scared of what we might say.
I've never spoken to them out of hearing, and if I did, the hearing would have been cancelled. I've been muted and I've been told to leave the hearing, which I have done.
By me?
Yes, when I can't, by mum, not by the member, and which I have done. But it's just a joke. I've never done anything like that.
Alice gets outraged by the total lies and misrepresentation.
Well, I read the Guardianship and Administration Act and I was actually like, yeah, thumbs up, this is actually really good. This is fantastic. Yes, you need to abide by it first, though, don't you?
Well, that's their truth.
Mum likes that.
Unfortunately, their truth is not the same as everybody
else's truth, and it's not the same as the Guardianship and Administration Act's truth either.
No. But this is going to be a short video because Alice has promised me faithfully that she's going to have finished the...
I could produce the workbook right this second, but I want to make sure that all the dates of the emails, which say payment made, for example, from Maison Birdless to say Dominic's invoice, that matches up with the dates of the transfers out of the NDIS account. Okay? That's all. It has. I've spent so long on it. I need to make sure it's perfect because this is what's going to save Patrick, I believe, at the end of the day.
Well, we hope so. We'd apologise again for the innocent parties who've been affected and who acted in good faith. I know I assumed they were doing the right thing. I was a bit annoyed that I couldn't get any help at night. It's very difficult to stay up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Saying, yes, I've been doing that recently myself. You just fall asleep without even realising it. I lost an entire night. I just wasn't sitting at the screen typing and fast asleep. Next night I was 5 o'clock in the morning.
Lucky you didn't fall off the chair.
No, my head went on the keyboard, so I had the keyboard imprint on my head instead.
Yeah, no, this is hard work. And YouTube channels take time, and we're really glad that the OPA likes it.
Now, Mum is going to be watching every single YouTube video of ours on Anchor, and she will be dot pointing everything that we've said.
I've only watched 20-something.
23, there's way more.
Yeah,
get going, guys. There's over 60 videos on there.
Yeah. Get with the plot.
Exactly. Exactly. Maybe they're only doing the headings which say OPA.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they're mentioned a lot more than that. But yes, so Mum's going to go through dot point everything that we have said. I'm going to make sure that we've got all the evidence on hand to support everything that we've said, and then I'll be going through their affidavit as well.
And while we appreciate your views, we do have other people and other issues that we would like to highlight,
yes.
And it's a bit of a shame that we have to concentrate on you.
Now, I will be reaching out to other channels, disability advocacy-based channels, freedom of speech-based channels, and alerting them to exactly what is going on here and asking them to share, and also to speak about what is happening here as well.
Well,
they can't squash every channel.
No.
As Tom McDonald says, can't cancel all of us.
And we need to put it on a lot of other platforms.
We do.
So, thanks for motivating us, I guess.
I don't need any more motivation. Pat's enough motivation.
Yeah, well, Pat is enough motivation. It's absolutely awful to watch him suffering like he is. I feel terrible, but at least when we get to see him on Monday on Skype, he knows that we're
trying to help him.
That we're helping. We can keep him up to date with the channel, and
because Dominic lies to him consistently and says we don't want to see him and we can't be bothered showing up and things like that. So
no, the OPA Guardians have both said that we have the right to visit him, but they won't do anything to enforce that, of course, so we can't visit him.
Okay then, we're going to wrap it up. As I said, we were going to be returning with an NDIS video, but we're actually not now. We're going to be returning with the probably part 1 and part 2 of the OPA series.
Yes.
OPA series. I'm not going to call it OPA anymore. It is the OPA as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and your tales are said with a joke.
It was a joke.
I'm very sorry that your mental health has been so severely affected and that you're living in terror.
I'm a very unviolent human being. I have no interest in you.
No.
I just have interest in you doing your job properly. That's it. And protecting the vulnerable members of our society. That is my only interest.
And particularly Patrick, who was in dire straits.
Exactly.
at the moment.
All right, guys. Thank you for your time. We will return very shortly.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.